Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you might be in. Today's piece is about God, country and the flag. Now, religion in the UK is kind of a minority sport, despite the fact that it's technically a state religion. What I found in the US, meeting people generally, there's a lot of religiosity about. People go to church, they actually believe. And if you're a politician in the US, you don't really say you're an atheist. That wouldn't really be that'd be a bit of a downer, that would. So there's that thing that's noticeable. Also, patriotism. Patriotism is not saying that Brits aren't patriotic, but they're not really upfront with it. It seemed a bit strange to me to come to a country where, people would make, overt displays of their patriotism. So the other thing is the flag. Of course, the flag. The flag is kind of everywhere, and while it's not displayed everywhere, but universally, certainly where I live in my little development, there are plenty of people with flagpoles and flags outside their houses, which seemed a little bit strange to me. I remember back growing up in the UK, there were the odd people who would display the Union flag and a flagpole in their front yard, but the only guy I knew in my area where I was brought up in North London was the local National Front guy, who, aka Nazi. So it had bad connotations back in the day, and the flag still has bad connotations now, although I think it's getting more accepted as a more neutral display of patriotism. Unlike America, where it's revered by whether you're left, right or centre, it's not seen as controversial using the flag, flying the flag, or displaying the flag in demonstrations, etc. Also, with the flag, there are in the US, one of the strangenesses I found is there are strict rules about what you do with flags. You don't throw them in the trash when they're dead. You are supposed to dispose of them properly, and so there's that thing which seems a little bit strange to me. So that's where we are at the moment. I think I'll leave it at that. So more religion, definitely more religion here. Definitely more overt displays of patriotism, and certainly flying the flag. And also, if you're in a meeting and there happens to be a Stars and Stripes in a corner, it's not unusual for people to stand up, put their hand on their heart and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Even when I was in Toastmasters in Miami, there was not a flag of the US in the corner of the room. There happened to be a flag of the great state of Florida. So people felt obliged to pledge allegiance to that. So pledging allegiance to flags seems to be a thing here. So that's where we are. And that's one thing I did notice when I came here. The patriotism, God, country, flag, etc., which to a newly arrived Brit who's pretty agnostic, it seemed a bit of a strangeness, but kind of got used to it now, and I'm not surprised when you go to a meeting and it starts with prayers or there's Pledge of Allegiance, etc. So I kind of got used to that kind of thing. So anyway, that's all for now, and if you're watching, thanks very much, and I intend to bring a few more little morsels of my experience in the US to anybody who cares to watch. So bye for now.